acoustic version of our song, Too Bad. Everybody's staring at me with one eye. Eat me up like American French fry. Oh, they like it, oh, they love it, oh, they adore. But if I fail, they like it even more. Cherry pie, pick a dirty grand lipstick. A double tattoo, a quick face chorus. Tired of wastage, horse, and my jet lag. But when the lights dim, don't want it too bad. 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 Everybody running around like it's a circus. Got that Twitter quiver, ooh, kinda nervous. Well, everybody calm down, we got our magic. Cause I'm a dark princess and a savage. Oh, you need more love, oh, you need more lit. Stand on you like when I first saw. And 2020 we might rehash, but so then just don't want it too bad. Don't want it too bad. I don't want it too bad. I don't want it too bad. Like a whisper in the wind. Ooh, it's coming. Like a whisper in the wind. I don't want it too bad. I don't want it too bad. I don't want it too bad. Alright guys, so y'all just heard an acoustic version of our song Too Bad, and if you want to hear the full version, it is available on Spotify, iTunes,
Everywhere.
YouTube, everywhere.
You all know at this point where music is at.
Yeah, it is there. But we're going to dive into breaking down the song Too Bad, and we're going to start off with some questions. First off, how did we write this song?
This song, I think it started as the opening guitar riff. We just kind of started building everything from there. I think I had pretty much all the music written for it and just kind of built the whole song, and then we kind of got together, and then you kind of had some lyrics for it. And, at that point, yeah, the song was pretty much written. This was an easy one for us to write. It just kind of came together.
I do specifically remember the that in the very beginning, walking into the living room and playing that, and then realizing like my interpretation of what that sounded like was an alarm. And for me, when I heard that, that was the point that kind of like sparked some like visuals in my head, and I was able to like start grabbing some words to kind of piece together some lyrics.
So speaking of that, what is the song about lyrically?
Ooh, I've been asked this a few times. I don't think I'm gonna share. Not because it's like too personal or anything like that, but it's the lyrics of this song are a little more vague than the rest of our songs as far as like an abstract idea. I think one of the best things about music is being able to interpret it and then apply it to your own life. And sometimes songwriters can share that, what it's about to them, and it can kind of get included to the song.
It's better to create your own story.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's better just to like hold on to the song, and I don't want to take that from anyone. I don't think I'm going to share it. So
Fair enough.
yeah. Next question. Ooh, it's about the guitar solo. I love the part of the guitar solo where it goes ba 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 da da. That like gets my gut, and I love it. What inspired that when you were in the studio?
I don't know. I've been doing this more lately. Pulling notes from the scale of the major when the song is actually in a minor. So it doesn't sound off, it's just like a little piece to it. Yeah, it was just kind of an accident where my ear led me to go with that one, because a lot of times, I mean, the solos in the songs, I'll have everything kind of written. But once you go to record something, you know, it's nice to experiment and change and see what might work and what might not work. All right, question for you.
Please.
So why is this your favorite song on the album?
It was one of the later songs that we wrote, and for me, this song was kind of the point where I allowed myself to be a little bit more aggressive and angrier and have more of a grittier expression.
Okay.
Also, the second half has a Hocus Pocus reference. We wrote this,
I guess it would have been 2017 Halloween.
yeah, it was around Halloween.
Yeah.
And every year I watch Hocus Pocus 24/7. The line that I'm referring to is, he put a spell on you like Winifred. Well, Winifred Sanderson, you know. Anyway, that got slipped in there. It's like a little Easter egg for me, and every time we perform it, that's why. It's my favorite song on the album. Going forward, as we break down songs, the last part of each breakdown, we're gonna ask 3 speed questions for each song. And this one is, I'm gonna ask you first, is that okay?
Sure.
So the 3 speed wrap-up questions are, what's your favorite part of Too Bad? What is your best memory of Too Bad? And what is your favorite thing that I contributed to the song?
All right. So favorite part of the song is probably the intro.
Yes.
This is my question. Did you hold it?
I know, but I love this song so much. It's my favorite. Okay.
You'll get your minute.
Okay.
Best memory of the song would probably just be us writing it and just exploring those new ideas.
Yeah.
Just musically and creatively, because it was just kind of a different song for us when we were doing it and writing it. Favorite thing that you do in the song is probably all of your vocal runs in the choruses.
Aw.
There you go.
They are
So,
fun.
boom. Favorite part, best memory, favorite thing that I do.
Okay. Favorite part of the song, I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but I do really love the intro because it's so marchy and like go, go, go. It just really gets me like in a mindset to complete the song. So that is my favorite part as well.
That's actually the beginning of the first verse.
What's the beginning of the song?
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, you like the marchy part, the hits of leading into the verse.
forget everything I said the rest of this interview. Apparently I don't know the song at all, even though we wrote it. I've been singing it for like years.
You just lost all street cred.
I lost all my street cred. How dare I? My best memory of the song when we were in the studio. Because this was a new like rappy singy thing that I had never done before. But I knew I had it in me to do it, but I just hadn't really gotten there yet. We did one take of this song, or we did one recording of this song, completely dry, with no vocal effects. I hadn't really heard a lot of the fleshed outness of this song. And I went in there and did my rap thing, and it was completely void of any emotion. And Sean knew that there could be a better performance of this vocally. And so, you know, he like does his magic button pushing, and he puts on some effects, and we redo it. And when he put the effects on my voice, and I did it for the first time, fully aggressive, and gave that performance, I felt like this is something within me that's special that I've never had before, and that is my favorite memory of this song. My favorite thing that you do in this song, we've already talked about it, but it's the solo. It's that one little that not. One of my favorite shows growing up was Charmed, talking about witches, but the intro music to that song had that same kind of interval, and it kind of still perks in my ear as like this like really cool, wicked, dark interval thing, and I just love it.
It's very chromatic.
Yeah, I just love it.
Cool.
Cool. Well, that is too bad, and we'll see you next week for another breakdown of one of our songs off of our album, Happy Thoughts.